Hi, this is Dan of Maze, and this is a video tutorial for dunksweb.com. And today's video is going to be on podcasting and how to effectively edit your podcasts and really get the best quality out of them. So as you can see here, I'm using Cubase SX, and this is a paid piece of software. It's professional grade audio software, but you can use Audacity for this, and everything that I basically say in this tutorial will easily convert over to users of Audacity. So that's for people who want to use a free alternative. Right, so I've recorded my podcast. I've got a few things here. I've got my intro, I've got my voice clip, I've got the voice clip of what could be someone else given their opinion, and I've also got a sound clip. So the sound clip could be an advert that you want to drop in the middle of the podcast or anything like that. So the first thing you want to do is you want to basically clean up your voice clips. So all I'm going to do is take the selection tool and start taking pieces of silence, going up to audio process and going down to silence. Now in Audacity this will be generate and then silence. So now we've got perfect silence here. This is just to get rid of any unwanted noise. You see I've also got a gap here. I'm also going to generate that to silence, so through the same process, and also at the end here, so same thing again. So now I've silenced any pauses in the voice clip, and I'm just going to do the same here. Audio process, silence. Remember, Audacity will be generate and then silence. Okay, so now I've silenced my voice clips and basically cleaned them up. What I now need to do is to get some levels on the voice clips, so just to make sure that there's consistency throughout the podcast. So you see my intro here looks quite loud, you see the waveforms are quite big, and also my voice clip looks quite loud. Sorry, my sound clip looks quite loud, but my voice clip is a little bit quiet. So there are a few ways around this. The way I like to do it is by selecting the audio, going up to audio process, and then going down to normalize. In Audacity this will be effect and then normalize. So I'm going to normalize this to -3 decibels. This will basically mean that all of the quieter sounds will get louder and all the loudest sounds will get pushed back down again. So I can preview here if I want to. You can also do that in Audacity, but I'm just going to go to process, and it's done. So now if I play this, it should sound quite loud. If I just go back to my pointer tool.
Hi, this is Dan of Maze, and this is a test podcast for a video tutorial.
Okay, so we've got a decent volume on there now. I also want to do the same thing with my sound clip, my voice clip, sorry, so my other voice clip, which could be another person giving their opinion. Just going to do the same thing, audio process, normalize. It's kept my settings as -3, process, and it will process through, and now it's normalized. So now I've got a good volume on everything. Now what I want to do is basically structure everything. So obviously my intro is going to come before my voice clip, so I'm going to pull my voice clip over. You can just use the moving tool in Audacity, and this clip I'm going to move over to here, like that. And this sound clip, which could be my advert, I'm going to add basically in this gap of silence here. Okay, now as you can see here, the end of this sound clip stops quite abruptly. Now I'm just using an excerpt of music here. It's not really an intro or anything like that, but it does stop abruptly. So all you podcasters out there, make the most of fading. Fading is a very easy way to clean up things. rather than trying to stop them directly where you want them and things like that. So all I'm going to do is again go to the selection tool, select the part that I want to fade, go to audio, process, fade out, and in Audacity this will be effect and then fade out. So then I can pick the kind of curve that I want to fade out. I want it to be quite a quick fade, and then I'm going to go to process. So process that, and now I've got quite a quick fade there. Okay, so now I can bring this through, so I can basically test the timeline and test that everything's in the right place, so I can hear the fade and then my voice coming. So if we play from there.
Hi, this is Dan of Maze, and this is a test podcast for a...
And here comes the sound clip, which is on mute at the moment. Sorry about that. Try again.
Test podcast for a video tutorial.
So there's the voice clip.
Welcome back. The next story is...
And
Yes, I think that would be very interesting.
there's someone else. So when you're recording your voice for a podcast, if it's just you, I would suggest recording in stereo just for quality reasons. But if you've got two people, then you can basically use mono channels, and then you can do this. So if you go to your effects and go to your frequency settings, you basically should have some sort of mixer. On Audacity it's at the start of the track, and what you want to do is pan your voice slightly to the left, and then open the same thing for the other voice clip and pan that slightly to the right. And what that would do is just add some location to the people's voices, because they will hear it panned in either ear. Now if you listen to commentaries on films, they often use that technique. They use panning to basically locate each voice. So that's quite cool. So finally, to both voice clips you need to add some EQ. Now because we're using compressed formats to stream and low bit rates and things like that, we're going to lose the very bottom and the very top end of our frequencies on the voice, so it's no point trying to add them afterwards because they won't be there. It will just generate noise. So the best thing to do is in the raw format is to take out some of the bottom end and take out some of the top end. Then you can start boosting the middle frequencies where the voice lies anyway. So now if we go back to this voice clip here.
Hi, this is Dan of Maze, and this is a test podcast for a video tutorial.
So now it's optimized for voice as far as the frequencies go. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. That was a tutorial on how to make your podcasts more professional, structure them properly, and add the necessary effects. What I will say just to finish is when you export this, always export to WAV first, or WAV, or any raw format, so that you've always got that top high quality format first. Then after that, compress it down to MP3, so that you've always got that raw format. So thanks for watching. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and check out Dunksweb for more reviews and tips and tricks and news features. Thank you very much.